Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing some tips and tricks for Fortnite Battle Royale, and I'm just gonna do these tips even though I'm not winning myself. Still, I am pretty good at the game. So the first tip, all these tips are going to be for kind of all the thingies, all the what are they, like solos, duos and squads, and the limited time modes which aren't out right now. So anyway, the first tip is when looting, always check your area. That's how most of the time I die, because A, I'm looting and I don't check the area around me. It might be people looting with you and they might have already seen you. It could be running after you already. Number 2, in solos always obey the storm. Never leave it to like the last second. When it gets into late games, the storm can probably kill you in about 10 seconds. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, because you can like be like, well, what if I drink like a slurp and I'll be fine, right? Yeah, you will, but in the first storm you don't really need to worry. In the second storm, that's when things start to get a bit hairy. Number 3, when mining trees, always do it at the first bit, like not the late bits, because that's when the circle will be small and, well, people will have a higher chance of seeing you. When you've spotted someone, never go for a snipe at long range. You only really need to use snipers when you're attacking a fort, really, because you barely ever hit the shots. But I guess you could take a shot if they're standing still. As you can see, I'm approaching this guy here, and I'm kind of waiting for him to come down, because I've got a boogie bomb. I can literally just boogie him until he's dead. I know he's still up here, so we're gonna get him. We're gonna get him. But anyway, when you're fighting and using a shotgun, always jump up and down. It's a thing I don't really see people doing nowadays. Okay, if I was gonna say, if I lose that, I may cry. Right now, that's why you have to save slurp juices. And you can see I'm gonna use my slurp juice here. I'm like back to full, basically. Now, I always take the semi-auto over the bolt, because it does come down to preference, but I just like the semi-auto a little bit better, because when you miss a shot, you can fire again. Right, now the fourth tip is never use ARs at long distances. I know that's kind of the same as the sniper one, but never use ARs at a long distance. Always approach the player at a medium distance. Number 5, when fighting, never ever not build. Building is pretty much the bane of Fortnite, because they added it for you to fight, basically, and if you have the higher ground, you can land jump shots and get headshots. When playing on PS4, you don't really get that much reaction time, so that's why a lot of people recommend PC, but I'm playing on PS4 and I seem to be doing fine. You kind of just need to put a lot of hours into this game. Okay, now we're going to be talking about if you know when people are around. Now this is a bit of a weird one, but you can actually hear enemies' footsteps from quite a while away. They might be very subtle. You can also hear you can also hear AR shots from quite a while away, because, well, they're kind of loud, especially the Scar ones, but you don't seem to hear them as much. Now this is hard to tell if someone is if someone's been to your location. You can't really tell if people have been near your location if it's wood or stone. Stone usually takes about 7 seconds to build, and metal takes like 20, I think. You can easily tell when someone's been nearby. They place down a metal thingy and it's still building. As you can see, it takes quite a while, and people can see where I am. So I can just be walking up this, walking down. had to check if the old place has already been looted. Now, this is quite a common misconception. As you can see, this place has not been looted because there's ammo in it. Unless the guy doesn't like taking ammo, whoever looted this place. And there's an ammo box. Always take ammo boxes, that's another thing. Even for, like, even take rockets for things you don't have. Always place traps that you think may not work, but they do. Traps are broken because they can one-shot 100 people. Always carry a few mini shields around with you, or just a whole shield. I just heard a sniper shot then, and I saw in chat someone got killed by a sniper, so we know someone's nearby to my location. The whereabouts, I don't know. If they're sniping, they're probably going to be up in a hill or quite far away from their enemy. Someone's got lost in the storm as well. Can you hear that? There's a battle going on here. And I'm about to intercept. Right, I got him. And I know there's someone else down here. Right, build. Oh, god damn it. See, things like that happen. I shouldn't have intercepted. I should have let him battle and then kill that guy. That's what he was trying to do. When he saw that guy die, he was like, right, it's my time to shine. So watch back your recording when you make common mistakes like that. As you can see, I knew what I knew the mistake that I had there. That I just went in. Okay, and when in solos, you don't need to worry about people getting knocked out. Because when they get knocked out, that is only in duos and squads, unless they're solo squadding and solo duoing. I don't think that's a thing now, is it? I don't think it is, at least. So you could literally go all in. Remember, they only have one life, but so do you. That's why shields are important. And that is our next tip. I think this is tip number 7 or 8 now. Now, you always need a shield up. Even though if someone else is in your house and you have like a shotgun or something, shield up. Because you'll have the upper hand, because you can survive a Scar headshot. You can survive most headshots. And you'll have extra 50 health. Like, who doesn't want more health? Fortnite is all about health, right? Pretty much. Like, if you were to ask me to rather have a purple Scar but no shields, or a blue AR but 50 shields, I would go for the blue AR because it's all about survivability, Fortnite. The better you would want a purple Scar with 50 shield, but you might not be able to get that. I mean, with the new mini shields, everyone pretty much has a shield. Like the guy we saw earlier, he had a shield, and I was 100, so he shouldn't have killed me that quickly, actually, if you think about it. He must have got headshots. That's another thing, aim for the head. Now, you can't really aim for the head that much. You kind of want to aim for the lower part of their, well, they're over their chest, because, well, if you didn't know, the spread of an AR is quite unpredictable. Because it could go all around your enemy or not. Now, sorry if I keep on stuttering. I'm not used to speaking. Well, I am used to speaking, but I'm not used to speaking by myself. I like talking to you guys, so don't worry, guys. I don't have anything wrong with me. Right. Also, when you're gliding, always check where people are landing if they're near you. You can kind of, I would glide around your area first. You can see there's a guy there. Right, we know he's got a weapon. But that's only a suppressed pistol, and I'd probably juke him if I tried. He's dancing with me. What? Oh, he got a headshot on me. I was gonna say. Right, now what I could have done there is I could have been smart. And I could have got some walls to block him off, and then I could have got that AR. But I was like, if he has a weapon and I heard him dancing, and I don't like teaming in this game. I like run for it. So as you can see, I saw him at the start, but I was like, I didn't see him go to the bit where I was going. I thought he went to the other house. And now I'm going to be talking about how to spot people. Depending on how many people are alive, if there's about 90 or 80 people alive, there's probably still people looting broken down houses. Now, it's kind of hard to spot people looting houses in this game. It's kind of weird, but you can kind of detect where people are. So if there's like 90 other people alive and you're near retail, I say you're near retail, and the storm is just around you, there's going to be people either coming in from behind you, retail, to the left of you, and there's going to be people running into the eye of the storm, obviously. Now, it's kind of hard to detect that though, because you can be the guy that's very smart and hiding a bush or something like that, and camp until you find someone, or you can be the smart guy and find where the area of the storm is and keep on running, but you will want to jump and check everywhere you walk, because there's usually someone there. Everywhere you walk, there's usually someone there, depending on how many people are alive. Now this is another thing you can do, is do some tracking when you're in the bus. And you can see here, I can see where people are mostly landing, and they're slowing down about here when they go over here. Now that's going to be the end of my Fortnite tips and tricks. I know it's been a bit long, but I kind of wanted to do some tips. And if you guys didn't know, we won yesterday with my sister. That's her first win. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. You don't have to like, just dislike. It knows at least you're watching me. I don't know, but don't forget to subscribe at least. Subscribe, please.